Welcome to the OSHIMEN Challenge Ensemble Stars Edition. Today I'm going to be telling you the rules and regulations for this challenge. First of all, you're going to want to pick your characters. You can either do this using a random number generator, or you can use just picking your own characters. If you're using a random number generator, you can exclude up to 3 characters if you don't like them and just don't want to have them as your OSHIMEN. As soon as you've got your 5 characters, start a new account, start a new game. For songs, you're going to want a triple S or S plus. The songs that for songs, you're going to want a triple S or triple S plus songs that your characters are in. You can do this on any difficulty from easy to expert, and you can choose multiple difficulties if you so choose. One of my OSHIMEN is Renee, so I'm going to want to clear all Crazy Bee songs. But say my OSHIMEN was Chiaki, I would want to clear not only Ryuseitai songs, but also Shuffle A to Z, or whatever it's called, you know, the A to Z, the first Shuffle event song, because Chiaki's in it. As for the Walk With Your Smile, all those where it's like everyone, just don't worry about those. Those aren't included. Now on to scouting. For scouting, you're only allowed to scout in boxes where your OSHIMEN are featured. That means, say my OSHIMEN is Natsume, I am going to want to scout in the Natsume box. I would also want to scout if my OSHIMEN was one that featured 4 stars or featured 3 stars. So for this, I would scout if my OSHIMEN is Kohaku, and I would also scout if my OSHIMEN was Yori. Since I don't have any of those 3 as my OSHIMEN, I won't scout in this box. I'm not allowed to for the purposes of this challenge. You can never scout in the regular box because there's no feature write-up for any character. For the SQ scouts, you can scout all you want because it does not use Daya. For birthday boxes, you can only scout in your OSHIMEN's birthday box once, no more times than that. This is because when the OSHIMEN thing was in Love Live, there was the possibility that people were going to save their gems all year and then just scout in the birthday box, and that would take the fun out of it. So only scout in the birthday box once, that is the rule. Now once you get your cards, you are going to want to only form teams with the cards of your OSHIMEN. So that's why there's 5 characters that you must choose, 1 for each slot on the 5-person team. As for supports, you must use 2 supports of the lowest rarity cards you have in your team. Since I still have a 1-star Shinobu in my team, I need to use Chiaki and, well, I need to use 2 1-star cards as my supports. If I had a team of all 5 stars, I could use 2 5-star cards or under as my supports. You can do this for each team, leave out 2 cards of, you know, each, like, all the 4 attributes if you want. Any other cards that aren't of your OSHIMEN or your supports, if you're using them, will go here into the trash, into the album, whatever you want, the waiting room, whatever you want to call it. To move cards to the waiting room, you're going to want to press this button on the lower left, select the cards you want to move, and then tap the yellow button. To move them back, tap this button with the open door, go down to the card you want to move back, tap the button on the bottom right, bottom left again, and move that card back. If some of your cards not of your OSHIMEN contain stories, such as your Makoto, you are allowed to level up those cards for the purposes of getting the die from the stories. No other reason. You cannot use these cards in your team. The only situation other than supports where you can use cards that are not of your OSHIMEN on your team is for things such as Subaru missions and tour events. I'm sure if you're into ENSTARS, you know how those work. If you don't, there are plenty of good guides on the Subaru missions and the tour events. Basically, all you need to know for the purposes of the OSHIMEN challenge is that you need certain characters in certain spots for some of the missions, so you can use any cards for that as you see fit. Just put them back into the waiting room or album once you're done with them. As for events, you're going to want to play in any event your OSHIMEN has a card in. So since Rene is one of my OSHIMEN, I'm going to be playing in this event and trying to get his 3-star. You must play in an event if your OSHIMEN is featured and at least attempt to get one copy of the featured card, whether it be a 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star. You can challenge yourself and attempt to get multiple copies, but I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're going for the 5-star. You can, however, participate in any event, but as soon as you get any of the event cards that aren't of your OSHIMEN, put them away into the album or waiting room. Thank you for watching, and look out for my first episode of my own ENSTARS OSHIMEN challenge. Goodbye! One more thing, I do have a Google Doc laying out the rules. I'll link it in the description and in the pinned comment.